Hey guys, it's Jordyn Jones, and welcome back to my podcast, What They Don't Tell You, on PodcastOne. Today's episode is just going to be a solo episode. It's actually really weird to be just staring into the camera for some reason. I feel like I haven't done that in so long. I feel like I'm a real YouTuber again. In this episode, I'm just going to be doing some questions. Some of them are pretty deep, and some of them are tea, and we're going to get to a little drama at the end of the episode, so stick around and grab some Starbucks and watch or listen. Oh, by the way, I guess I should start this episode off with a quick little life update. Fun fact, I'm actually on a pink drink tolerance break, believe it or not. But let's just say my friend likes to have a certain substance every day, and I like to have my pink drink every day, okay? It's the only thing that I really do that's technically bad because it's probably so much sugar. Anyways, I was like, I'm going to go on a pink drink tolerance break because I have had it. I even had it during the pandemic. There was one Starbucks open in a grocery store 25 minutes away, and I went every day. It was a lot. But basically, I have had it every day for basically as long as I can remember, since 2017. Sometimes I've had 2 a day. Sometimes I've had 3 a day. I've had it in Cabo. Every different country I've been to. New Year's Day, there are some Starbucks open. It is so bad where I schedule my day around when I can have my pink drink. You guys know that. I think I'm on day 6 right now of no pink drink, which is good because I've actually had a sore throat. So I was like, wow, perfect time to not have a pink drink. I'll just go to Starbucks every day and get tea. So I've had tea every day. No, I don't have COVID. No, I don't have strep throat. I got tested for all that, but I am on antibiotics because she said I sounded strepy. So she gave me an antibiotic so that the infection didn't spread. Oh yeah, I also have no tonsils, but I have a sore throat. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't swallow for a couple days. So the tea was helping. Anyways, we're going to start off this story time podcast with the first question that everyone asks me. What happened with you and your ex-boyfriend? I was dating a guy for 15 days or something. And I don't want to throw his name out there, but you guys know who it was probably. But what happened basically, well, to be honest, I don't really know. What I do know is, I broke up with him. So, I guess I do know, but basically I went to his hometown again for New Year's Eve. And during that time, he got COVID, and I didn't. I was in the same house as him. I was taking care of him. I would test every other day, and he tested obviously positive, and then positive again 3 times. So he obviously had it, and I just didn't get it. So we were just stuck in this house together for 5 days. And to be honest, I just really don't think that either of us were feeling it. So when we were done with the quarantine and I flew back to California, it was kind of just I feel like we both had the idea that this wasn't really the vibe, and being alone in the house together, we were kind of both going crazy, and he was obviously in pain and sick, and on top of it had to stay home, and it was probably just not his vibe, and it's just didn't really work out. I don't really know. It was just I flew back to California, and I was wow, I need to be single again, and this was just not the vibe, and I know that he felt the same exact way, and he just needed to be single too, and there was just so many things that he did that he couldn't change, and that I did, and I didn't want to change. So it was just overall we just weren't a match, and I'd say we're still friends, but there's really no dramatic thing or tea or anything. It was just we were stuck in the house for 5 days together, and I don't think that we could spend any more time together in the nicest way. Neither of us really did anything to piss each other off, but whatever. All right, number 2. This person wants to know how I stay organized. Honestly, a lot of people in my life, my friends, they say I'm really responsible. And I think that too, until today at 10:34, I'm just finishing my workout, and my manager from my podcast is she sends me the screenshot from the Zoom call, and she's I'm on the call. I'm oh yeah, give me 4 minutes, let me run upstairs. I swear it's I am so schedule oriented. I am so put together. I am so responsible. My mom has definitely taught me to literally never miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? being early is on time. Again, yeah, 4 minutes late today. I don't know what's up with me and like being 4 minutes late today. Like, what was I doing while I was 4 minutes late to the studio today too? But whatever. It's just like, I try to be so organized that sometimes, we all can't be. But how I stay organized is, number one, on my calendar, like the thing that helps me out the most is, you know how you have like your time in your calendar, and if you put something for 2:30, say if you have something like earlier in the day or whatever. Okay, my calendar is just different because I make sure I have an alert every hour. So every hour there's something on my calendar. So in order for me to know what I'm actually doing that day, I have to put all day, and then it goes to the top of the calendar. So like that's how I make sure like my calendar stays organized, is like I make sure that the things are chosen on all day, and then I put the time in my title. So everything's at the top. But other than that, I have a maid come like every 2 or 3 weeks to my apartment. So then every time she comes, it's like a massive like, deep clean, like she wipes the counters and the floors and all that. But then how I stay organized is every day I clean up in the morning, like anything that was like on the floor or anything that was out the night before, everything is put away in the morning. So like I start my day with like a fresh, clean apartment. So I always make sure to upkeep after like a maid comes, because I definitely need the help. I'm so busy. I can't like deep clean my floors for 2 hours. Like I cannot do that. You guys don't get to see Steve's reaction in the back in this episode. But then like another thing, one more reason I feel like I stay organized is just because I have a lot of alone time, and I feel like when people don't, they start to get like cluttered. Their like mind and focus goes other places. And then I stay focused because I have like my alone time, I have work time, and I have like friend time. So my alone time is like, okay, what do I have to do? What are my priorities straight? Like I have like my time to get my head straight. And I feel like a lot of people just, they have to go to like school and then like work, and then it's like their free time. They're like able to do whatever, instead of like school, work, like breathe, alone time, and then like maybe friends. I feel like it's very important to have like your like collecting moment with yourself every day, and you stay on top of things. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you guys my biggest secret. I care so much about hygiene. You guys know that from my podcast, so I have got to let you know about PhD Feminine Health. PhD Feminine Health's boric acid suppositories are the #1 best-selling, holistic, affordable, doctor-recommended solution for vaginal odor. Here's the science. So boric acid is a natural compound found in seawater. It's literally been recommended by doctors for decades as a safe, holistic alternative. That's why PhD is the #1 doctor-recommended brand for boric acid vaginal suppositories. And they're a woman-owned business, which means that they really know how to care for your needs. These days, PhD believes that self-care is crucial for your overall well-being. Give the gift of self-care and love to yourself. Register now at phdfemininehealth.com/win to receive a free lifetime subscription box from our friends at Bombay and Cedar. The lifestyle subscription box contains vegan and cruelty-free, deluxe size beauty and lifestyle products. And it's a retail value of over $100, plus a $500 Visa gift card. So go to phdfemininehealth.com/win and get 20% off all products right now. Use code Jordyn at phdfemininehealth.com/win. All right, ladies, back to the episode. What do girls find to be attractive in a man, like an attractive quality? I was thinking about this when I saw the question, and the first thing that came to my mind was vulnerability. For some reason, I think that quality of like being really open and being very vulnerable to me is like very sexy. It makes you feel like they feel comfortable around you. And that's what I like about me. And when I'm with a guy, I want to feel very comfortable with him. And if he's like opening up to me, I feel like he's like giving me a hug. You know what I'm saying? So I feel very comfortable around a guy when he's very vulnerable and sweet and kind. I find it very attractive when a guy is actually trying to hang out with you and make plans, but I feel like that's quite normal. I'm just saying, like, planning things or initiating things or showing interest, swiping up on your stories, like being just very open about how much like someone likes you, because I feel like nowadays everyone is just so stubborn. No one wants to hit anyone up. Everyone is just like so sneaky link oriented or like option oriented that you have to make sure that you can't like someone. I swear it's like weird right now. But I just find it attractive when a guy actually is normal and likes you like how it's supposed to be. Because I feel like girls are that way and guys are just like so chilled, laid back, like waiting for everyone to come to them. So I find it attractive when a guy is putting in effort and trying to initiate things and be open about liking you, not games. Ooh, what do I feel? This is the Steve question. How do I feel about asking a guy on a date, and have I ever done it? I feel like if a girl was to ask a guy on a date, it would be something super casual, like let's go to Starbucks, or let's go to coffee, or let's go on a hike, or like a daytime, like morningy, brunchy type, like a before 2 p.m. I feel like is like where a girl would ask a guy, and then like after 2 or like after 6, a guy would be like the one asking for a date. But like girls would, that's what I mean about like wanting to hang out with a guy, is that girls don't just want to like go to dinner and like sleep over, or like, just like come over to your apartment or whatever it is. Like girls want to actually hang out, and that's why they can't, is because they got so many options and they got sneaky links, and like they can't be seen with you, so they don't go out in public. Like they don't want to like actually do something fun because they don't actually care. But I feel like I would totally be like, do you want to go on a hike later today? Or do you want to go meet me at Alfred's or Matcha or something like that? Like, I find that to be so casual, so like, I just want to hang out with you. I just want to see you. Like, that's how I feel like a girl's mind is like, I want to hang out with you. I want to see you. Like, I want to be with you. I like being around you. Like, it's so fun, and I'm happy when I'm around you. But then guys are like, man, like, I don't even know. Like, they don't do the whole like daytime like outings things. Like they just don't. It's like a nighttime hangout. That's why a girl, yes, I feel like she would. Steve. This question came up so much. Why, how, when, where, why am I vegan? I don't think I have ever really touched on this really, but everyone knows I'm vegan. Technically, I'm on a plant-based diet. I'm not living a vegan lifestyle. I know that. I'm not promoting that I am. I'm just eating plant-based. To be honest, though, the other night, I was at a slushy place, and I was like, I was going to like get there late, and I wanted my friend to get me like something sweet. And he was like, I can get you like a mango slush. And I was like, okay, obviously, like that's freaking vegan, obviously. But I even specified, I was like, yeah, vegan, because that's like what I say to all my friends. Like, vegan, make sure it's vegan. And I show up and I get this mango slush and I drink it all, okay? And then last night I go back to the same place because I was like, that mango slush was so good. And I go up to the counter and I'm like, hey, can I get the mango slush? And she brings it to me, but it has boba in it. And then I look at her and I'm like, weird question, is boba vegan? She's like, oh no, this drink isn't vegan. You have to specify that it's vegan. And I'm like, oh yeah, can I have it without the boba then? And then I was like, I'll just pay for another one. And then she was like, oh, like, do you want it without the creamer? And I was like, wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean the creamer? And she was like, you have to specify that it's it has to be vegan because there's creamer in it and the creamer has dairy in it and it's not vegan. And then I call my friend up and I'm like, bro, you gave me milk yesterday. I am vegan. Hello. Why would you do this to me? So technically, I wasn't even a vegan last night. I don't even know. I didn't see a difference. I didn't taste a difference. Even when I got it without dairy, I didn't taste a difference. But yeah, I got bamboozled and I drank dairy the other night. But whatever. I didn't know. It wasn't on purpose. And it was really good, but like it tasted the same. It tasted the same last night. But why I'm vegan is basically I had a conversation with somebody. I feel like I've been lying about the story, so I'll just say the real story. I was having a conversation with a guy, and he was telling me why he's vegan, and I was like, I could never do that. And then he was like, yeah, you can. And then he left in the morning, and I was in New York. I'm giving away way too much information. And then I was in New York, and I was like, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my mom. I didn't tell him. I didn't tell no one. I was like, I'm just going to try it for a day. I was in New York, and I had the best food in my entire life. and I ate vegan. And then at the end of the day, I sent him a picture of I was like, guess what? And he was like, what? I sent him a picture of all the things I ate in my day. And I said, I'm vegan now. And he was like, no shot. No way, Jose. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to do it. Let's go. So now I'm just still vegan. But another reason is a couple days after I went vegan, I did watch the documentary Game Changers on Netflix. 10 out of 10 recommend, vegan or not. It's not one of those showing you what they do to the animals, because I don't even think I could still watch anything like that. But basically it's about athletes and how they completely level up when they're vegan. And everyone has even been noticing that with me. They're like, you look so good. My abs look good, and things are growing back there, you know what I'm saying? And people are just like, wow, you've really leveled up. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I watched Game Changers, and that's literally the superstition about being vegan. People are like, how are you? You're not getting protein. Where's your B12? Where's your iron? Watch Game Changers. It'll change your life, to be honest. A couple of my other people I was just talking to on Xbox, they were like, oh yeah, I'm vegan. And I'm like, oh, why? They're like, I just watched Game Changers. But at the same time, my mom and my friends I've made watch it. They didn't go vegan. It's not like that. But it's just a good documentary. And it's about athletes, and it's another reason why I've stayed with it. Just because I feel there's no benefit to eating an animal, and I've always kind of found it disturbing. So that's why I'm vegan. But to be honest, recently I have been maybe I should go vegetarian and go back to having dairy and eggs and butter and all of that. I'm not saying I'm quitting. I might not even quit being vegan or give up, because I really just have it in me to just prove everybody wrong. And that's kind of also why I'm vegan or this long. People thought I was going to last a week. Basically, it's just been getting definitely harder. And living, when I go back home to Michigan, obviously there's ways to go around it. And that's what I have been doing. And I have been figuring it out. And it's been going very successfully. It's just certain things where I would even be at a restaurant, the only option would be to have broccoli or whatever. If I go to a Maggiano's and there's literally only broccoli, they're like, oh, well, it's it's sauteed in butter, on the pan that they make everything else on. And then it's just I literally cannot eat. So the whole cross-contamination thing, and it's just a lot. But I'm not saying I'm giving up, but if anything ever, I really think I would stick with being vegetarian. Long term, I do not see why I wouldn't, but that's just my 2 cents and kind of the update. I am still on a plant-based diet. I strive to continue to be on it. I'm just saying that that's just been a thought of mine kind of recently. We have 6 cats. My mom has Pretty Litter delivered to the house. It is literally the best litter. Everyone comes to our house and there's no smell. And I swear it is literally because of Pretty Litter. It is amazing. It smells good. It keeps the house fresh, and it is so easy to pick up and clean. That's why my mom is the biggest Pretty Litter fan. Pretty Litter is kitty litter reinvented. Unlike traditional litter, Pretty Litter's super light crystals trap odor and release moisture, resulting in dry, low-maintenance litter that doesn't smell. Pretty Litter is virtually dust-free because it's manufactured with a specialized de-dusting process. Pretty Litter arrives safely at the door in a lightweight bag that lasts up to a month. Now that we get the Pretty Litter bags auto-shipped, I don't have to deal with last-minute trips to the store, and shipping is free. That's another thing with my mom. She would have to carry it from the store twice a month. Having it delivered to the door has literally saved her. It's also a health indicator. Pretty Litter monitors the cat's health by changing colors when it detects potential underlying issues. You won't find that innovation in any other conventional litter. Get the world's smartest litter without leaving home by visiting prettylitter.com and use promo code Jordyn for 20% off your first order. That's prettylitter.com, promo code Jordyn for 20% off, prettylitter.com, promo code Jordyn. My mom literally needs to use this promo code. Hold on, I need to call my mom. Mom, you're on my podcast. Guess what? I got sponsored by Pretty Litter. I have a promo code for 20% off.
Nice.
It's code Jordyn, okay?
Okay.
Are you going to use it?
Yeah, I love that stuff.
I know you do. What are all your tattoos and all of their meanings? Fun fact, since the last podcast, I got 2 new tattoos. This one right here is my newest one. It says, "How Deep Is Your Love?" right on my wrist because it's my ringtone and it's my favorite song. This is a butterfly and it resembles this one butterfly that's in Michigan. It's black and has little gold specks and it's around for so many months in spring, summer. And it's only been around for a little bit. And since my dad passed away, my mom and I, like, literally think it's my dad, like, reincarnated. Basically, this one butterfly will dive bomb my mom. It doesn't matter if she's, like, mowing the lawn or walking to get the mail. This butterfly, like, will, like, fly around her. It's insane. And no other butterfly, like, will do that. And there's so many butterflies there. So we just, like, got it together. We have a matching one. This one is Jay. I got it in New York. And I got it right when Jordyn and I started dating. So everyone was like, oh, it's for Jordyn. And technically, like, I got it for myself because my name is Jay. But I was just like, oh, it's like kind of like for both of us. But like when I got it, it was only in my head for like me. But it goes both ways. Went both ways. This is 11 on my wrist. It means October 11th is the day my EP came out. Then I have on my right arm, I have 1967. It's my mom's birth year. On my left, I have 1960. That's my dad. And I have angel wings above his birth date. And then I have my lip tattoo. It says baby with a backwards B, and that is just fun and cute. Then I have a heart behind my right ear, my first tattoo, because I was like, I'm never going to get sick of a symbol, so how could I regret it? That was my thought process. And then I have 999 right here for Juice WRLD, for my dad, and it's my angel number. On my left side, I have Dolly. My mom calls me Dolly. I call her Molly. Behind this ear, I have LA, the logo for Dodgers. It's my favorite team. It's my favorite place ever, and I live in Los Angeles, and LA is a huge part of my life. On my back, I have butterflies, and that was because my niece was just like starting to talk, and her favorite word was like butterflies, butterfly, butterfly. So these ones are for her. On my left side, I have Let It Be, Hold On to Hope. It's one of like a quote I live by. The pastor Judah Smith from Church Home, he said it one night at church, and I wrote it down in my notes in like 2018, and I just got it like in 2020 probably. The back of my neck says angel with a line through it. Self-explanatory. It's also my favorite Beyonce song, No Angel. And then I have my Roman numerals of my birthday right behind my back. And then my newest tattoo, I have 13 right here, my birthday also. Wow, I have my Roman numerals and just the number on my back. I just love myself, I guess. And then I have 2 hearts above my ankles. It like is so cute when I'm wearing Converse. You just like see 2 hearts, and I got it just because it's cute. I have a cactus on my right ankle for Arizona when I lived there for 10 days. Oh, I have a rose on my side matching with my sister. How did I get my driver's license? You guys know I couldn't drive forever. Not funny. But my mom in Michigan, she was teaching me how to drive during quarantine in March. My mom was like teaching me how to drive on back roads, and I was so scared. But I was like, it's quarantine. Like, I want to be out of the house, but like I have to just be in my car driving around. Might as well learn how to drive. That was the funnest thing, by the way, was learning how to drive during quarantine and driving everywhere. I drove everywhere. I drove to like Chicago for fun, just to go there and turn around and come back. We get up to this like intersection, and mind you, I was like, no intersections, no lights, nothing over 35. I was only going in 35s. So we pull up to this gas station. She's like, I'm gonna get like a drink, and then like I'll drive home. So she's like, oh, you'll drive home, but like we'll go on the back roads. We get up to the intersection. I put on my gas to go right. She grabs the wheel and drives me straight, then turns me left onto the freeway. So like, shout out mom for like literally taking control and putting me on the freeway, but also like F you for putting my life at risk and your own life. But I'm so proud that she did that. I'm so proud of you, mom, because I never would have done it in my entire life. She, like, there was no cars around. We're in the middle of Michigan in the middle of a pandemic, but she literally like took the car and put me on the freeway in the driver's seat, and then removes her hands. And then just like I needed to do it. I knew how to drive. Obviously, I just had to go a little faster. But I was terrified. Then when I got back to California in like June, after I had gotten my Tesla, because I ordered it with my permit. That's how I got the car. But I like was such a pro by then. I just drove my own self with Jordyn, I think, because you had to have someone that was over 22 maybe in the car. So I drove myself to, like, my driver's test, and then, like, the guy asked me, he was like, oh, like, how far of a trip did you get? I was like, oh, it took me 45 minutes to drive here. He was like, you drove here? So, like, he just knew I could already, like, drive all the way here, so I feel like that's just why he passed me. I got 8 errors of speeding during my driver's test, though. Because I just thought that, like, speed limit was, like, you know, when they say 35, I was like, oh, I could probably go, like, 40 then, like, 5 over. Like, that's, like, probably normal. So I was always going faster than the speed that was said. He was like, at the end, he was like, well, like, you did really good and you passed. You just have, like, 8 errors. And I was like, what are the errors? He was like, you're just not supposed to speed. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, when you're driving, you're supposed to, like, go, like, about, like, 30 to 35. Like, you're not just supposed to be at 35. I was like, oh, my God, that is so slow. But whatever. I passed. That's how I got my driver's license. Okay, last one is, why did you unfollow Taylor? What the hell is going on? I can't really say a lot, and to be honest, I don't have a story before anyone wants to assume that I'm not associated with that. I was just his friend for a really, 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 really long time, and one of my closest friends, like, reached out to me and, you know, wanted to know if I basically had any type of story, and I was like, no, and I was just, like, found aware of a lot of things, and I unfollowed him. That is why. I'm not going to say really anything else. I do agree with Taylor and what he said about it should be offline if there's serious allegations against him. I hope that everything is solved offline and professional and stuff like that, because a lot is going on behind the scenes, and it probably will get out because it's, you know, a very high up person. I'm just staying out of it. I unfollowed him, and that's that. It's a lot, and I've had so many people reaching out to me and wanting to know what's going on, and to be honest, I don't think anyone knows what's going on. I don't think he knows really the depth. I don't think anyone knows, because a lot of people are also getting certain letters that say that they can't say things, and I haven't gotten one of those yet. So that's all I'm going to say. The reason why I unfollowed him, it's going down. It's crazy. But that's it for this episode. Catch me next Thursday on What They Don't Tell You. Make sure to rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and add us to your Spotify playlists. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.